Today is Tuesday, and we're looking at workbook page 775. Okay, hopefully by now you've read it, and I'm going to do for you problems 4, 5, and 6. Okay, problems 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now let's look at the top of our paper for one moment. These are some vocabulary terms for geometry. Okay, it starts off with what? Point C. Then it goes to a line. Line what? Line AB. A line segment. Line segment what? XY. A ray. Ray AB. Here we have a right angle. Remember, right angle is a 90-degree angle, okay? And it forms a square right here where the two rays meet, right? All right, an obtuse angle. You have two rays that meet right here. You have also an acute angle. Remember, an acute angle is smaller than a 90-degree angle and an obtuse angle. You have a straight angle, so just like a straight line. Okay, so on this page of 775, you were supposed to go to the bottom. Well, I'm supposed to go to the bottom and show you how to do problems 4 through 6. We're going to use this diagram to the right here, and we're going to name different rays, 3 different rays. For number 4, number 5, we're going to name 2 different line segments, and for number 6, we're going to name 2 different acute angles. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with number 4. We're going to name 3 different rays. We're going to name 3 different rays. Okay, so let's go to the top and see what a ray is. A ray is part of a line. It has one endpoint and goes on and on in one direction. This is ray AB. Okay, so let's look back at our diagram. We're looking for a ray. It has an endpoint and then it has a line that goes on and on in one direction. So if I start with the letter E, right, I can continue on and on and on in one direction to L, right? So my first ray would be, don't forget we have to write it, ray, what? EL. Okay? Now, it said to name 3, so let's try another one. Another ray would be possibly starting here, endpoint, and coming down, right, to G. So this will be ray FG. So I'll write ray, FG. Okay? Okay, next, another ray. Maybe, how about ray EA? Ray EA. So, draw my arrow, ray EA. All right, now, we have just finished number 4, but are there more rays on our diagram? Of course there are, okay? If you look here, F to B, right? How about C to D? We could do C to D, right? C to D. Okay, there are many, many more. Okay, now let's go to number 5. Number 5 says name 2 different line segments. What's a line segment? Let's go to the top of our paper. A line segment is a line segment is a part of a line. It has 2 endpoints. This is line segment what? XY. See, it has 2 endpoints. Okay, now I left my rays here. That's okay. So we can still do our line segments. So what about 2 endpoints? So if I start here at E and I go over to F, isn't that a line segment? Yes, it is. So I just need to draw my line. So line segment E, F. I need to do one more because we're doing 2 line segments. How about line segment E, E, D. That's a line segment. So line segment E, D. Okay. Now we have rays and we have line segments. Okay. Number 6 says name 2 different acute angles. Acute angles. What is an acute angle? Let's find our angles. Oh, there's an acute angle right here. It says an acute angle is less than a right angle, right? It's less than a right angle. Remember, a right angle would have a line going this way. Remember, that's a right angle. So it's what? This opening is less than a right angle. See, the right angle is opened what? More. So it's less than a right angle. So let's look at our diagram at the bottom. I'm going to erase our, erase our rays and our line segments. And we're going to look for, we're going to look for acute angles. Okay? Acute angles. I see one right away. Right here. If I start here, and I come across here, I've got my first acute angle. There it is. So, Ms. Smith, what would you call that? I would say angle LEB. It's my first acute angle. Angle LEB. So, my first acute angle would be angle, that's my symbol for angle, LEB. It's my first acute angle. All right, now I need to find another acute angle. How about CEA? That's a right angle. Look up here. What about CEL? That's an acute angle. See, that's an acute angle. CEL. So, angle CEL is an acute angle. So I have 2 that I found. Are there any more? You could have said LEC, going the opposite direction, right? We could have also said BEL, right? Pretty cool. All right, so that is page 775. Now let's turn over and let's look at page 776. Okay, now looking at the top of page 776, they said for 7 through 9, you're going to use a diagram at the right. Okay, this diagram here. It says there may be more than one name for the same geometric figure. All right, so we want you to name 2 lines. Wow, I see a lot of lines on here, don't you? A lot of lines on here. What is a line? Remember, a line is a straight path of points that may go on in opposite directions. So here's a line here. It's going in opposite directions, right? So if I start here, I go up. So this is line what? BD. So when I write it here, I should say line BD. That's my first one. What's another one? See another line? I do. From here to here. Line A, what? Well, we'll go from A to E. Is that a line? Would that be a line? I do believe it is. A to E is a line. Okay, so line, do my symbol for line, A, E. So those are my 2 lines, okay? Now, my next question, number 8 says, name 2 obtuse angles. Name 2 obtuse angles. Okay? 2 obtuse angles. What is an obtuse angle? An obtuse angle is an angle greater than a right angle. So it has to be greater than a right angle. All right? That means it's not going to form that square. So what would that be? So let's look right here. B, C, what? A. There's an obtuse angle. Look at it. Look how wide that mouth is that's opened. So my answer is going to be angle, right? B, C, A. Now remember, there are 2. There's another one. Do you see it? Do you see the other obtuse angle? Remember, that mouth has to be open wide. Here it is. D, C, E. Look at that. Look how wide that is. D, C, E. So my next obtuse angle is going to be D, C, E. Now, number 9 says, name one point that lies on 2 lines. One point that lies on 2 lines. Okay? A point that has 2 lines, that lies on 2 lines. Here it is right here. See? It's on this line, BD, and it's also on line AE. So it would be your answer, 1 point. So it will be point C. Okay? Are there any questions? Alrighty. So now, for this paper, of course, you're going to do problems number, let me flip it over for one moment. You're going to be doing problems number 1, 2, and 3 on page 775. Your directions read, use geometric terms to describe what is shown. Be as specific as possible, and we've already done this before. It's not difficult. And on the back over on page 776 at the bottom, I want you to do problem 13 and 14. I think those directions are already on your math packet and workbook instructions, right? All right, guys. Thanks. See you when we do page 822. Make sure you're reading carefully. Bye-bye.